Welcome back to the Spurs 9501 podcast. I've got Russell from the Algarve Spurs Supporters Club with me, a very angry Russell. So, angry Russell from Algarve is going to give us a bit of a rant on the Tottenham performance yesterday. I've had my say, so this is all about Russell. So, Russell, go ahead. Tell us what you thought about the performance today and what you didn't like, because I don't think you liked anything about it, but tell us what you did thought.
No, not really. I'll start with the formation and the team selection. So playing with a back five, I just thought was a crazy decision, given that we've got Davis on the left. Who, he's just not Reguilon. If we even play five at the back, Reguilon's really bombs forward, and you get the most out of that formation. And then to make it all worse, we play Sissoko at right back, and not even have the trust to play Doherty in that position, which he's ideal for him. So why choose that formation when you know the personnel you've got? It's obviously something's gone on with Aurier as well, so we probably won't see him for a while. Why pick that formation against a team at the bottom of the league, haven't won at home? I just thought it was bad on a couple of reasons, really, to choose that formation. So not only did we start like that, for me, we played with 9 men for the first half because Bale was not in the game. He's still not there. And why not play Vinicius like for Kane? The boy's got good talent. He's exactly what you need. Hold it up. He can drop deep, and then that gets the best out of Sonny and Bergwijn. So it was a really, really bizarre, and it showed in the first half. We had nothing in midfield. We've got just Højbjerg, and if Tanguy can get the ball, but he's got no one to pass to because everyone's either up front or holding back. And it was telling actually in the first half. I think we saw Rodon almost on the edge of their area because he was bored. He had nothing to do because we had too many at the back. It was just a ridiculous situation. So anyway, he obviously did the right thing and went to 4 at the back at half time. But I was surprised that Bale stayed on, I must admit.
Yeah. But we knew the formation, the back five wasn't working. You could see 10, 15 minutes into the match. Why not change the formation then? Why wait till half time to change it up, Russell?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. He could have put Sanchez down the right and put Sissoko in the middle. Because we just had nothing. There was a gaping hole in the midfield, which they could break into, and they used the ball so much better than us. So it's not the players; it's got to be the formation. And there's something going on with the players. Look bored. They don't look motivated. We had 4 up front at the beginning of the second half, and most of them just were static. You can see Sonny frustrated because he doesn't have he needs people to be moving to create a space for him to run into, and there's nothing.
I mean, what is it with? I mean, I don't understand what's going on. Is this guy just a busted slush now? He doesn't got a clue what he's doing, or the player's not good enough? What's happening, Russell?
I don't know. It's hard to criticise a guy who's won so much in the world of football. So, but I don't know. I mean, obviously Man United, he won stuff, which is amazing, really. But it's just not pleasant to watch. I was talking to a friend yesterday. It's been a while since we've gone into a game when I'm expecting us to win. And we haven't played that, many, apart from Liverpool. We had, Sheffield United. And even then, we look back now and we went 2-1. If Tanguy hadn't had that bit of, magic, I think we would have been struggling to hold on. So we're not hitting it from where we were, which is incredible because we had such momentum leading up to Christmas. And then it's just something really bizarre has just imploded.
Has Matt Doherty got any future at this club? If he can't even get in ahead of a Moussa Sissoko as right wing back, what future does he have at this club?
He hasn't had a great run. He started off okay, then he just went downhill quite quick. But playing him at left back for a Liverpool game, that's not really fair on him either, especially for a player who's trying to, find his feet a bit, get some confidence and run a form. Yeah, so I thought that's not helped him, and he didn't have a good game. And he probably, to be honest, should have come off before Aurier, in my view. But Aurier, obviously, something's happened at half time, which then
his toys out of really. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll still find out what's happening there. But Brighton, Spurs are the team to play if you want to end your streaks. Brighton haven't won a single match at home. Played Tottenham. It's crazy. Yeah. I really don't know. I don't even know. I don't think we can even make top 4, Russell. I really think if we carry on like this, we won't even make top four. And I think Kane will be gone in the summer then, definitely.
Well, this is my major worry is, top four is important. It looks like we're on the beginning, possibly, of the Mourinho meltdown that he normally has and fallout with the dressing room. It all depends on players like Højbjerg, I think, of whether he can knit it together. Kane not being there won't help either. So missing top four. But my worry is some key players. I mean, I'm glad I haven't seen any action today in the transfer market for us, which is good. If we can just lock it down until the summer, and then at least that gives us a chance for him to go if Mourinho hasn't sorted it out, and not lose any players. Because if we lose Dele and then he finds his form again, and some other key players, Kane. I mean, if we spiral off into mid-season, he's not going to not want to play Champions League next year, and you can't blame him. To be honest, he'd go with my full best wishes. To be honest, because the club has let him down.
Yeah, I think Kane is off in the summer if we're not in Champions League or we haven't won anything. And I wouldn't blame him. I think most of the Spurs fans say, go. You did us great for us. You deserve better than this, And I can't see, without Levy or Joe Lewis selling up, nothing's going to change. When you think about it, we've had all these managers that have come and go, all these players, no success. What's been the only constant in the last 15 years? It's been ENIC. ENIC's been the only constant.
That's true.
Something's got to be wrong, hasn't it? I mean, I'm not an ENIC out type of guy. I'm just saying, if you want to find solutions, Mourinho's not the solution. I
think Levy had a bit of obsession with him, didn't he? He'd always wanted him.
He tried to get him before he went to Chelsea. He tried to get him as well, and he wouldn't come. So
that would have been all right then. But something's gone wrong, and even with his backroom staff's changed a bit, but he's still this sort of, he doesn't trust the defence, and until we get that trust, we're just gonna be hitting on the break, and it's so easy for teams to defend against us.
It seems like his game plan is predicated on 3 or 4 key players. If they're not there, the game plan falls apart, and we don't know what to do. So Reguilón's not there for the left wing, and a lot of the attacks coming down that left side. Ben Davies again, and then Harry Kane is not there, obviously. So and Lo Celso's not there. We don't have Lo Celso either. But even
hopefully he'll be back this week. He was training, wasn't he, last week?
Okay, but even then, Russell, we should be good enough to beat Brighton away. If we can't beat Brighton away with 3 players missing, then I really have no hope.
This is the thing that's frustrating. I think maybe a bit difficult for Spurs fans because we like to push and run, and we like the passing through midfield. The teams we've played recently, like Fulham, Sheffield United, Brighton, use the ball so much better than we do, and we've got amazingly superior talent and on the bench. And yet we're being outplayed by these teams, with no confidence to take the game to them. I look at Leicester; they don't have a great team of stars, but they've got some good players, and they know how to work and play as a team. The movement and passing for us is just not there. No one's working for each other.
But Leicester also struggling without Jamie Vardy, aren't they? They lost to Leeds at home 3-1. So
well, I guess this is the only thing. There are teams keep slipping up and going through bad stages. But if you look at it now, Arsenal are only 2 points behind us. I know we've got a game in hand, but that's an unheard of situation, really.
I mean, it's so silly. If we win our game in hand, we're like 5 points off Man United in second. So it's
still tight. But we've got a tough run, haven't we? We've got Chelsea Thursday.
Yeah.
Then we've got Man City.
Yeah.
Like for Kane. Keeps on. I'm not sure whether I would play, but I would almost go sort of 4-4-2 actually, depending on what's available midfield-wise. But I'd go Winks, Højbjerg, and Tanguy in the middle, and then possibly one other, which Mourinho will be a defensive holding person.
Yeah.
But we've got to get on the ball more. We've got to have more movement to allow the guys up front to get space and look. Because if they're just waiting for the ball lumped over the top, we won't get anywhere against Chelsea. They're a quick team. So yeah, he's got to do that. But the other thing, we bought Vinicius for this reason when Kane got injured.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen now if he doesn't play him? We will never solve the Kane replacement issue because who's going to come? Because people will go, well, even when he's injured, I'm not going to play anyway. So,
exactly.
and Vinicius, to be honest, he looks good. It's not as if he's out of form or anything. I mean,
he had a good chance there. He was bright. At least he was trying anyway.
Yeah,
Another rumour. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Russ.
No, about that Benitez chance. He created that himself as well. Yeah. So, well.
Well, another rumour going around is this usual thing about he's lost the dressing room. They've had enough of his tactics. They're not prepared to follow it through anymore. What do you think about that, Russell?
I don't think he's lost it yet, but there's the early signs. I think it's easy to think that because Mourinho's done it and lost the dressing room so many times. But yesterday, you could tell in his comments that he's telling everyone the squad worked hard, and he was giving them a good sort of, no, I don't blame the players, they gave everything sort of thing. So he's obviously aware of that. So I don't know if he's lost it. The Aurier thing I'd like to know more about, because that could be the start. That could be the start, actually. Yeah, Aurier. But looking forward now to the Chelsea match, I mean, realistically, what's your prediction for that match? What do you think we can do? I'll be happy with a point. I'll take your point right now, because against these teams we can't lose, because they are the proverbial 6-pointers. So as long as we don't lose, it's frustrating that we lost to Liverpool with 3 errors, and we could have got a point at Anfield as well. These are the key ones. We can moan about the lesser teams where we've dropped points, but it's more painful against those top 6. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get a crazy reaction, and it'll all be Mourinho's luck returns. But I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to say a win, but obviously I really don't expect anything. No, I honestly think if we play like we played, we'll probably lose 2 or 3-0 if we're lucky. Chelsea, Tuchel's got them starting to play, and they're going to play in 5 as well. He's probably going to go. He's going to match them 5 for 5. Which is fine. Joe Rodon. The problem is now, people like Joe Rodon. He didn't play that well. He's starting to lose confidence. You've got good players, and you're turning back. And now another funny thing we spoke about was just the mere thought of potentially coming back to Tottenham has spurred Christian Eriksen. He's playing out of his skin now. He is, isn't he? Yeah. No, I still don't want him back, but I do think we're missing that creative player in midfield that can have a pass it through the eye of the needle, open up the defence. We don't have that anymore. Tongue wasn't doing anything. It's the movement. I see. If we did play 4-4-2, I would play Dele Alli in that hole, and then he's got Tanguy, Højbjerg, and Winks, who and Ndombele's work rate is amazing at the moment. So you'd be confident to have those 3, and then have Dele in there just linking up play and move. We need movement. We need someone to drag players out. Yeah, I would put Sissoko back in midfield with Højbjerg so that he can protect the back 4 and gives Tanguy freedom to go forward and do what he wants. At the moment, he's having to come back to do his work, fair share of defensive work, and then we're losing him in the creative in the transition. That's very, very true. But Toby was amazing last night. So hopefully Toby and Dyer back. Just Dyer, I don't know about Dyer, man. He was but they work well. They worked well before, Toby and Dyer. I think they're a good unit. So I think give them some games, let them play. Sure. All right, mate. Well, listen, thanks very much for your time. I really appreciate that. Thanks to everybody listening to the Spurs 9501 podcast. I'm going to leave it with Russell's prediction on the Chelsea match. So go ahead, Russell. What's your prediction? I'm going to go 1-1. 1-1. I'm going to go 2-0 to Chelsea. And that's me being realist. My heart says we'll get a 1-1, but my head says we're going to lose 2-0 if we carry on playing like this. But come on, you Spurs. We can do it. Come on, you Spurs. Cheers, mate. See you guys. See ya. Perfect. Thanks, Russell. That's really good, mate. I'll do a bit of editing and I'll put it up and I'll send you a link when it's done. Perfect. What's happening with you guys anyway on the Algarve Spurs stuff? Did you find an impressionist for Mourinho yet or not? No, I haven't heard anything back at all. Nuno did say, look, they're going to struggle, but sorry, got nowhere with that. No worries. What about Edgar Davids? Any news on him? Nothing either. Everyone's gone quiet. So everyone must have time on their hands. No one's speaking to me. So I think when the lockdown's over, I'll go down to the club and try and corner him. Well, we want to do a lot more with the Algarve Spurs. We want to try and increase visibility so more people know about it and everything like that. Lots of Spurs fans go to the Algarve on a holiday. They can connect with you guys. Definitely. Yeah. So, look forward to it. All right, buddy. Cool. Take care. All right, mate. Have a good evening. Yeah. Thanks, Russell. See you, mate. Thanks a lot. Bye.